Hello, welcome back. This is James Area from UX Today we're going to look at this website, Jet2.com website. It's a holiday booking website. You can book flights and search for different types of holidays, such as ski flights and some destination around Europe. So what we're going to do today is to look at this website and how we can develop a mobile app for this application. The first series I did was just to show a little bit of what could be lacking and how user can be frustrated, and which is going to lead them to not using the mobile app to make bookings. Rather, they go back to the website to make the booking. So if you've not seen the previous tutorial, I would suggest that you go and see the previous tutorial in my channel. I will add a link below in this video as well. But today what we're going to look at is we're going to look at it in detail, in great detail. And I've been brainstorming about this tutorial for the past 4-5 hours, and I've come up with a kind of more wireframe concept or ideas, and this will be improved as the tutorial goes along. The idea of this tutorial is to eventually develop a full-blown mobile app for this website. Currently, the website has different types of mobile app on the Play Store, and that it's good in some ways, but in another way, if a user has just seen his site for the first time and they are trying to go and search whether they have a mobile app on the Play Store, they could find it a bit very confusing, in order to check which mobile app they need to download, and that can be frustrating. But on this website, they have everything. They have the Jet Holidays, Jet2 Holiday, they have destination travel, essential information, groups, insurance, car hire, and they've got here you can search the Jet2 Holiday, Jet City Break, low fare finders, and ski flight. So there are so many things that a user can do on this website, and they can do online checking. If they want, they can manage their booking. But one thing I discover is that on their mobile app, I can't really see some of this thing really present there. So that might pose a challenge for a user who is using the mobile app for the first time. And I'm not sure why it's done that way. But we're just going to look at what we've done here. What we did here previously was to just look at the splash screen and how we can actually have an onboarding screen to show the user what the app is all about, and before they can search flight and other things. But we're gonna close it because we've refined this process, and I've come up with more detailed flow, and I'm gonna show you just a second. So I will close this now, and I'll minimize this for now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm using a software called Mobizen. The software helps me mirror the mobile app application from my phone, and you can see it on the screen here. So I'm just going to turn it on. What we're going to do, we're going to download the app. We're going to download Jet2. We're going to download Jet2.com, and we're going to install it. It's just going to take a few moments to install. 100% is installed. That was very fast. Yeah, we're gonna open the app. Once we open the app, the last time we talked about when we first open the app go through a stage whereby I'm just gonna put this together. Let me close it and open the app again. So we've installed the app, and I'm gonna open the app. Now, once the app is open after the splash screen, this is what we get. We get the continue button and save a huge 10% on all 17 flights. As a new user, if I see this screen, what comes to my mind is that, oh, that's nice. I can get savings from this 17 flight. So if I click on continue, I would be expecting to see the 17 flight that I could save on, the 10%. And then I click continue. But fortunately, I land on the home screen which says, hi there, find a flight, my bookings, car hire, and some information about the services they offer. And then I can see the menu option here, which is the hamburger menu, and I can see search flight, my booking, lifetimes, and Jet2 holiday. So I'm looking at where is the savings that I saw when I started the application for the first time. And also I'm just using this application for the first time, and I've not been introduced to the app, what the app is all about. I've not been, welcomed properly, what I can do with the app, what benefit comes with the app. So those are the challenges that I see in this app, that the user is not engaged in terms of understanding what they can do and how they can use this app effectively. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put it beside, and I'm going to make what I've developed. I've developed this, and what I've done is, now this is the app. Once it starts, that screen. What I did first was to I'm going to make this, let's start it here. So what I've done, although the website color is red, but I've kind of toned it down a little bit, and I've made it just the logo red, and also I've made the background white. So I want to make use of white background, and also this is a wireframe, so I'm not focusing my attention on the color aspect of things. So the most important thing is how the flow is, and what the user journey is all about. So now once the app starts, then we have the onboarding section. As you can see on the original mobile app, this onboarding section does not exist. What they have is a continue button and a placeholder whereby you can see all the savings, 10% for summer flight. So, but what I've done is I've made it more engaging, and I've made it a slider whereby you can see what the app is all about. When you start the app for the first time, you install it and you start it, you're gonna see something like the Great Flight, and there will be a text here how Great Flight is all about. There will be an image or illustrator, about what this Great Flight is all about, and it's gonna happen across the services they offer and the benefit that comes with the services that you're gonna get from the website. So baggage allowance, you can have it. Allocated seat, we're going to have some illustration here, and we maybe an image. So we have that too. The next thing we have is the fee aspect of the app. So, and we continue like that, and we can move left, right, left, right, left, right, and like that, left, right. So once we hit continue here, we just land on this. Now I'm a new user. I don't have an account with the company. I have not set up an account. I've not used the app before. And the improvement that I've done is I've done a session whereby when you click get started, instead of clicking continue, you click get started, you are presented with a sign in or a login screen. Now this login screen assume that you've already created an account. Now if you don't have an account, I've also made a section whereby you can create my jet2.com account. and that is what I've seen that it's lacking on this side. So I don't know if I can create account immediately or I have to do it after. And sometimes it's better for the app to ask the user this information so that when they start searching for flights and hotels and car hires, they already know that they've logged in instead of logging in at a later stage. Now, so what I've done is to make sure that they log in, and if we hit login, we land on this home screen. Now, I've redesigned the home screen. This is currently the home screen here, which is on this mirroring app that I'm using, the Mobizen. So this is what I've done, which is the simple wireframe concept that I've done. Have made it in such a way that when the home screen load, there's a section here which says plan trip. Now, the services they offer is about flights, it's about holidays, it's about city breaks, it's about car hire, and every of this is all about trips and all about going to somewhere. So we need to look at how we can present this information to the user without, packing too much on the screen, and also engaging them in such a way that they understand and they know exactly what they are looking for, and they can actually see it on the mobile app. So the next thing that I've done here now as an improvement is I've made it a 3-section. So if we go to the feeds, we can see here like the recent searches. We can see the unique recommendation that they might have. We can see what some users are looking at the moment, and we can scroll down and we can see events around the destination. So for example, if you are planning to go to Spain, or you're planning to go to Portugal, or you're planning to go to Turkey, you'll see that I've put this section to check events around the destination, so that when you travel there, you can see local events that are happening apart from the event that Jet2.com or Jet2 Holidays could be planning for you and your family. So I've done this aspect, and this will just be in a banner or a placeholder about the app, about the website, the services they offer, and the length of this screen can be as long as it can be, but I've just kept it simple for now. So the next aspect of it is to look at the plan trip. Now I've made it very easy to make sure that, okay, when you land on the home screen, this is the first screen you'll see, plan trip. And on the plan trip, we will be able to see flight. We will be able to see the Jet2 holidays. We'll be able to see Jet2 city breaks, car hire. We'll be able to see scale flights. We'll be able to see low fare finders. So we have these 6 options to choose from, and we can interact with these features on the website. Also, what I've done, an improvement, is I've removed this hamburger menu, which have this home, search flight, my bookings, lifetimes, and Jet2 holidays. What I've done is I've put it at the bottom of the page, and we have the home, and we have the lifetimes, we have my bookings, we have messages, and we have profile. Before, my bookings was placed on the screen, which is good, but I think if we want to make the user use all these features at the same time, then they will be able to use it rather than having to go and download another app, as I'll show you soon. So I've added my booking here, and also what I see that could be useful again will be things like messaging, because you could talk to the company. You could chat with them like a live chat section, and they could respond to you in real time about maybe your queries or the problem you might be finding with the app or the services that they provide. So I think that would be useful as well. And also for the profile section, you'll be able to see your profile and modify it and edit it. Now let's go back to how the page was when we first started. when we start the page, we have this, and then we go through the onboarding section, which we say get started. Now we're going to assume that we don't have an account, and we're going to click create my jet2.com account. When we create my jet2.com account, we see this page which asks for some personal details, and we enter this information. This process should probably take maybe about 3 to 4 minutes to register your detail, because on the website, if we go to the main website, we have here, we say my Jet2 travel club, and if we say join, it's going to ask us, do we have an account before or not, or we want to sign up for an account. And if we sign up for an account, it's going to take us to this form. On the mobile app, I've not seen any session whereby it was asking for a a section whereby they can sign up for an account. So the improvement that I've done on this side is to add a section whereby they can create an account, they can add this information that is on that form that I showed earlier, and it's very easy. It's going to take about 3 steps for them to actually complete this form, and they can fill this form easily. Now, when they click next, they go on to choose their login details, their email address, confirm email address and password, and then they go and choose what is their preferred departure airport, and they choose their language. I've made it a tab so that they can just select, and the date of birth, they select the calendar, and then the date picker is going to pop up, and they can select the date to make it user friendly. And when we hit next, we go and we complete the last stage, and then we land on the home page. Once the account is created, we land on the home page, and once we land on the home page, instead of seeing the home page they currently have now, we will see this home page like this. So what we've done here is we have the logo at the header, and we have a gear icon which signifies that we're gonna have a settings section, and we're gonna have a settings page, and this settings page is what the user will use to make things like notification setting, status checking, deals and updates, and they'll be able to read things about terms and conditions, contacting the company. So a setting page is going to be useful in an app like this, but on the current app there is nothing like settings page. Now let us try and find a flight here. Now last time we could do that, so what we're going to do next in the next tutorial is to create these 6 pages or these 6 screens. What is gonna happen in the flight? So when a user comes in, they say find flight, they can just press find flight, Jet2 holidays, they look at it, Jet2 city break, they checked it out as well. So that's what this page is going to give, and it gives an overview of the services that the company offers to as well. So the user actually know, okay, if I'm looking to book a flight, I need to just press this. If I'm looking to for the Jet2 city break, I need to get it, instead of downloading different app from the App Store or from the Play Store. So I've made that easy as well. Another thing that I found on the main app right now, the current app, is if I go on make bookings, I can see here that there are different sections, which is the flight only and package holiday. For me as a user, I will be thinking, okay, do I have to log in with 2 different accounts or with 1 account? So it's gonna be a confusion for me to really understand. But if I say, all right, let me say flight only, it's asking me to log into your jet2.com flight booking. But initially when I download the app and I install it, it didn't ask me to log in or create an account. So I'm lost already. So I would need to go back and probably go back to package holidays. We say, again, you need to log in to your Jet2 holidays, and I'm like, okay, how do I do that now? So The process is a bit complicated, and the user might get frustrated because they are not getting exact service that they are looking for. So the idea of this home screen that I've created in a wireframe, in a low in a low fidelity wireframe, is to make sure that everything they are looking for is on that screen and they can interact with it very easily. Also, another service that they have that is very important that the user normally use probably when they travel will be the online check-in, and I've made it here as well so that when they click online check-in they will be able to check in using that screen. So you're giving the user exact information that they want. So like I said, this is a short tutorial, and this prototype or wireframe is still being developed so that at the end of the day we will have one website rather than having a different application. Because if I go and say, all right, let me log into my Jet2 holiday, it takes me to the website, which is a browser, and it's very small. So this is going to be frustrating for the user to even start using this app because they have been taken from the mobile app to the website, and it's just going to be complicated for them to understand. So the idea that I'm trying to create will be to have one big website, one big mobile app, which is going to incorporate all the feature that the jet2.com has and also the Jet2 holidays have, and other things that they have, which is like the Jet2 city break and everything. I hope this tutorial gives a little bit of insight what I'm trying to achieve. And if you have any question about this, you can send me a message. You can drop a comment in the comment box, and I'll be glad to answer them as soon as I can. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next tutorial. Bye.